we always pick the last spot to have the last word because Nicolas spent a week in Denver skiing and retreating. We want to make sure that we know something that we can learn. I don't know whether you guys are familiar with ETHDenver, one of the biggest developer community compared to DevCon, which is organized by the Ethereum Foundation. This is more community organized events, very grassroots, but at the same time, really get the community and developers since. In particular, Nicolas did this hackathon to be the finalists of the entire hackathon and the most innovative.
Yeah. So as Steven said, so I spent last week at ETHDenver to really have the use cases about what people are building on top of Ethereum today, and it was a very, very exciting week. And so like Saturday was basically the hackathon, so a week ago from now. And so I partnered with another Nicolas, a Canadian guy, and Baz from a protocol called Market Protocol, which is a derivative exchange, to build something that we call Delfi. And so the idea of Delfi is it's an on-chain price protocol. So if you're familiar with the decentralized finance, there is today a big point of view, which is price oracle. Like you can take MakerDAO, there is currently 2% of the ETH that is live on the MakerDAO smart contract. And there is only 10 trusted oracles that are giving the price of what is the ETH to USD price. And it will take only maybe right now 4 of them to collude, because some of Oracle are not online, to just make the Maker system completely down and all the DAI that other smart contracts rely on also down. So it's a big point of failure, and this is a problem that we try to address during this hackathon. And so this is the idea behind open finance that I just described. And so right now all the oracles are really trusted. So it's really like in the case of Maker, 10 individuals that are mostly anonymous that are giving every time the price changes, that are giving the price on chain. And so what we try to build is a solution that takes the current price from on-chain data. So that we don't have to trust, someone or a set of party that could collude and put down all the DeFi that is currently existing on Ethereum. So we call it Delfi. It's an on-chain price protocol. The idea is that we query on-chain price across decentralized exchanges. We calculate a weight spot price, so that even if the price changes on one particular unit price we get, like it's not impact too much the average price we calculate. We provide a on-chain updated by the block price. We give a cost of the attack, so how much it will cost to change this price by 5%, and it's currently 2,000 ETH. And we push the smart contract on Ethereum, hopefully soon on Harmony when we have our mainnet. So here is a typical breakdown of what the other Oracle systems are doing today. You may be familiar with Chainlink, which is like today a significant protocol. It's in the top 30, I believe, on CoinMarketCap. And so the project we push is decentralized, low cost, and quite fast. So we use 3 exchanges to pull data from. The first is Uniswap. It's recent exchanges that is similar to Bancor, but much easier actually in terms of how the smart contract is being implemented. Bancor is the second one. You, I guess, all familiar with Bancor. And so both Uniswap and Bancor are what we call liquidity provider. It's not rely on an order book, but it's an algorithmic price that is given just as a function of how many, typically for Uniswap, ETH and DAI are present in the smart contract. The last exchanges what we use is ETH2DAI, which is an order book. It's an on-chain order book, so we can query the price from the blockchain. One of the challenges is typically there is more and more volume on 0x, but 0x is just a settlement layer, and it's not possible within the chain to actually have the log, because every price is given as a log, it's not given as an on-chain data. It's something that could be solved with our next iteration using Stark, I believe. So basically we pitched this, it was a 4-minute pitch on stage that we did Sunday morning. There is probably the only thing I can show that will make sense is so the backtesting. So I pull all the data from the last 3 months on Ethereum and I backtest the strategy we implemented. And so this is quickly how it goes. So here the blue line is the data from Uniswap and the orange line is from Poloniex. So it's ETHDenver in both cases. And what we can see, there is huge spike on the blue line, which is Uniswap, which is typically when someone is trying to convert to significant chunk from ETH to DAI or the opposite, and it creates this huge variance. We see it even more clearly with this by the block gain or loss. And so what we try to do is so download more data. Typically here we add in orange ETH to DAI. And we do this price average with these exchanges, and what we find is, if you're familiar with finance, you can do a price correlation with here Poloniex, which is our index basically, and the merge price, and we have a better correlation, using our index than if we use a single index. If we use a single like ETHDenver or Uniswap price, and this is what we try to demonstrate. It's interesting to see here. So this is Uniswap. I did not know Uniswap before I go to ETHDenver. But actually, this is how much liquidity they are taking nowadays. And they start, 3 months ago, they had 0, and now they have up to 2,000 ETH, which is a fairly, steep increase in terms of liquidity. So yeah, Steven did. It was a pretty good pitch, we believe. So we had. So the judge was my crypto CEO. I don't remember her name. There was Andreas, Eric Vores from Shapeshift. There was a head of Oracle at MakerDAO, and they grant us 2 prizes, the top 5 and the most innovative prize, which I believe it's pretty good award to get. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thanks for visiting us in Denver. 2 questions. I have a question. Sure.
So as a co-founder of a chain that's potentially a competitor to Ethereum, how do you guys think about presenting in your social media platform the fact that you went to an Ethereum hackathon?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. So the first thing, I don't know how even people will perceive the fact that, hey, what do you do? So I build a layer 1 protocol, like on Ethereum or like no, it's competitor. Okay. And so the people were pretty friendly and pretty open to the fact that it was like competitor to Ethereum coming. I believe the Ethereum, is pretty friendly to that extent, and I'm sure other chains are less friendly to like outsider skimming in. Overall, also on my side, I mean, it was really to learn, what are the use cases, and I was pretty open about this, and I even contributed, somewhat to the Ethereum ecosystem. So I believe overall it was a like not bad sentiment or not like too much like, hey, what are you doing here? So I believe it's a good experience on both sides.
Question?
Did you win anything for the prize? And if so, what did you spend it on?
So
you were the best in life.
So we got this like 3D printed unicorn, and there was a QR code behind it, and it's like a NFT. So we had 2 NFT. We have to create like 3 out of 3 multi-sig so that we can put the NFT inside.
Okay. Cool.
I think there might be some a financial price. I'm not too sure, but if there is, it would. I guess the 2 other people who participate in this project will probably use it to maybe make the smart contract better.
Cool. But skiing in Colorado is more interesting, so make sure you ask about it. That's all, guys. Now sitting down, the next few 30 minutes, an hour is all about speed dating again. So now that you know who to talk to, stand up, finish the food, drink. Thanks for coming.